Okay, a variable force is the force that changes. So when I have it, so I have a force that, maybe a little bit stronger and a little bit less, I need calculus to determine that work. Because it changes, we know that the amount of force changes as the object changes position. So I have a definition, work done by a variable force. If an object is moved along a straight line, by continuously varying force, f of x, then the work done by the force as the object is moved from A to B is given by W equals integral from A to B of f of x dx. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of rules, but before we get to them, I want to talk about what's directly proportional. So if something directly proportional, it means as, x increases, y increases, and we might write it as y equals k times x. I have some proportionality constant. Inversely means as one increases, the other one decreases, so y might be 1 over, or k over x. A lot of times we'll talk about inversely proportional, maybe to the square. So there's 3 laws of physics developed in relation to force. The first one's Hooke's law, and that tells us, talks about springs, and it talks that the force is k, some proportionality constant k times d, the distance. I have Newton's law of universal gravitation, and it talks about the attraction of 2 particle masses, and it's inversely proportional to the square of the distance. And g is your constant, and we know what that is. It's a specific gravitational constant. And Coulomb's law, where it talks about 2 charges. It has to be in a vacuum, talk about in a vacuum, and it's inversely proportional against to the square of the distance, and k usually is going to be 1 in this case. So those are the 3 laws. You do need to know them, and you'd be able to use them.